All right, welcome everybody. It's a great day to have a great baseball game here at Davidson High School. Wildcats game 2 against Olentangy Orange. We're about to get started here. I am simultaneously streaming on Game Changer and YouTube. So we've crossed new horizons here with our broadcasting. What do you think? We're also in a new position here. I position myself behind the backstop for our home field, so hopefully that works out. We got a fence, but I'm shooting through the fence here. So I'm going to try to keep score along with the Game Changer score. I guess while they're warming up, I should tell you, Spirit Night next week, Tuesday, April 14th. Go to BB Bop and show this flyer or mention Davidson Baseball at checkout. And 20% of sales support Davidson Baseball. So make sure you head to BB Bop next Tuesday for Spirit Day. It's a big part of our fundraising efforts on the Davidson Baseball Club, Parents Club. Looks like Cash Ivy is behind the plate catching today. We got pitching. I think that's Kellen Dilly pitching. All right, first pitch is a strike. What? Oh. Thank you. 1-1 is the count. Kellen Dilly pitching. What else we got out there? That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Evan Forbush is on third base. Oh. Ball 4 is a walk. Man on first, number 48 up to bat. Zoom out so we get what's going on first base. Here's the first pitch is a ball. Runner was in motion a bit. There he is. Here's the pitch. Swung just by the shortstop. Grayson Schmitzer there at shortstop. Stessner looks like he's in the outfield. He's going to pick up the ball and get it into his cutoff man. That's a single to center field. Man on first and second. Here's the pitch. It's a ball again. This is rough crowd. Thank you. Rough crowd here for rough umps. It's close. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Oh, that's a strike. I take it back. One and one is the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, get him in a rundown. Here we go. He's safe at first. That was interesting. So what happened was, it looked like the first guy the runner at first base tried to steal, but second base was occupied. So Can't do that. Almost got him in a rundown. That would have been good. All right, here we go. Here's the pitch. Runner on third advances, and so does the runner on second. No outs. Man on second and third. I'm guessing on my count there. Here's the pitch. It's hit up in the air. Right field. Caught there by Robbie Troll. He gets the ball in, but they're going to score a run there. They're up 1-0. It's a single RBI, and we have a man on, out, sacrifice RBI, with a man on third. 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, man on third. Here's the next pitch. Contact, it's popped up. Looks like our shortstop, Grayson Schmitzer. He's missed it, he lost it in the sun there. Third baseman, the guy on third is going to get home to score for Olentangy. That's going to be a single. So 2-0, Orange. 1 out, and number 32 up to bat. Here's the pitch. Bunt, right up in front. He picks up the ball, and he's safe at first. Runner goes to third. Here's the throw to third base. He doesn't get down on the tag, and both runners are going to be safe. So that's a single. And runners on first and third. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Runner on first is advancing. Here's the throw back to the pitcher. They let him steal because if you throw it to second, the runner on third is going to head home. So that was a good move by our Wildcats. Dilly looks to second, looking home. Here's the pitch. Contact made right to a shortstop, Grayson Schmitzer. He throws the ball to first. He's going to be out. You don't need to tag him. And the runner on third is going to run in. So all right, ground out, and they're going to score 2 runs there, which clears the bases out. Foul ball, 0-1. Nobody on base here. Here's the pitch, and it hits him. Two outs, man on first. Olentangy up 4-0. Dilly pitching. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1, low and outside. Runner in motion. He's going to second. He turns. And he's out at second base. So the Wildcats pull off a nice pickoff move there and get the runner on second base to get the last out. Olentangy, though, striking first with 4-0. Let's take a look at the replay of that pickoff at second base. Here's Dilly on the mound. He turns as the runner's going, and he's going to throw it to second base. And he is out by a mile. So good play there by the Wildcats to get out of that inning. 4-0. Looks like first up is going to be Mason Stessner. Four runs. It's 4-0. And if you're just tuning in, either on Game Changer or YouTube, I'm streaming live to both, which is a pretty big deal, I think. I don't know. Don't forget, next week, next Tuesday, BB Bop Day for Davidson Spirit Night. 20% of sales go to Davidson Baseball, so make sure you get your BB Bop on Tuesday, April 14th. I like BB Bop personally, a lot actually. So I think we're going to head there. Don't forget Wildcat Western also coming up on Saturday, April 18th at Nasty's, featuring Sean Prather. This is another big fundraiser for the baseball team. The Wildcat Western at Nasty's. All right, Mason Stessner leading us off here at the bottom of the first inning. He's going to get set up here to get on base and score some runs. What do you say? All right, here's the pitch. Ball one. Stessner patient, waiting for his pitch. Pitcher gets a sign. He's set. In his windup. Inside, and it's called a strike. That was way inside. One and one is the count to Stessner. Here's the pitch. Contact, he popped it up, and it's right to center field, and it's going to be caught for the first out. So out number one for the Wildcats. Next up, Kellen Dilly. Here's the pitch. Strike. He's calling that inside of the plate a strike, so everybody's got a heads up on that. Here's the pitch. Outside, way outside, in the dirt. Nobody's on base to run, though. 1-1's the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Contact made inside. Third baseman grabs it, throws it to first base, and it's going to be in time for the second out. Next up, number 27, Grayson Schmitzer. Here's the pitch. Contact up in the air. It's a pop-up to left field, and he's out for the third out. All right, quick 1, 2, 3 there for the Wildcats as we're going to get out on the field and play some defense. Let's take a look at our fans, see who's all here today. It's a great day to have a great baseball game. That's what we say here at Davidson. Will you get on headsets with me? Trying to get my co-host to help me out. Dilly back on the mound, warming up here. Batter stepping up here, number 35 for Olentangy. All right, here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Strike 1, and what a great pitch that was for Kellen Dilly. Threads it right in there. Pitch inside, and he's going to call that one a ball. He called that strike for everybody else, but that one's going to be a ball for that pitch. Well, he's got a better view at it, so I'm not going to complain. Here's the pitch. Contact up in the air, up the middle. Shortstop Grayson Schmitzer with the grab. 1 out. Here's the replay on that one. The pitch from Dilly popped up in the air, and you see Schmitzer on the left side come out, grabs that ball, and gets the out. Next batter. Ball 1. Ball 2. Thank you. Here's the pitch, and it hit him. Hit by pitch. They're going to get a guy on first base with 1 out. Ooh. Number 57 up to bat. Bunt. And a strike is called on the bunt attempt, but the runner advances to second base for a stolen base. So 1 out, 1 strike. A pitch, a no pitch, back to second base. It's a pickoff attempt there for Dilly. Schmitzer moving over to cover the bag. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. Who else we got out there? Number 2. Anderson Elsass is at second base. Of course, we got Evan Forbush at third. Pitch is a ball. 2-1 is the count with 1 out and a runner on second. Center field, Stessner. Robbie Troll on first. Here's the pitch, a ball 3. I don't know if I can see who's in right field over there. Number 7 is in right field. Gotta get back to the action here. Here's the pitch. Ooh, yeah, they're gonna call it a strike. There you go. Full count. Gabe Harm is in right field. I really need to memorize their numbers. Contact made. Short gets right by shortstop into left field. The runner is going home, and it's going to be a 1 out single RBI. I mean, it was a solid hit. Runner on first. 1 out. Dilly on the mound. Here's the pitch. Contact made. Left side into left field. Our left fielder's going to stop it there and hold the runner there at second base. That's the best you can do on that one. Brendan Cruz playing left field. All right, 16 is warming up. Oh, that's 16 is Ben Chalker. Here's the pitch. Ball. Pitch, contact, flies back behind us and almost caught in foul territory by Palmer Sykes, but he's only warming up our pitcher, Ben Chalker, so that wouldn't have counted anyway if he caught it. But 1-1 with 1 out, a man on first and second. Olentangy is up 5-0. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ball. 2-1 is the count. Runners advance, throw to third base, not in time, and it gets by him. But stopped there by Cruz, so he doesn't run home, but that'll be a successful double stolen base there. I'm pretty sure that was a ball, so. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be ball 4. So, oh, no. That is not ball 4. It's, let me guess. There we go. Contact. Right back to the pitcher. He turns and looks and goes to first base and gets the out at first base. Sends it home. Not in time there. They'll score a run, but we'll get an additional out. Coach Perez getting upset with the officials here. He's saying there's contact there on the run. Not playing football. Hey, I agree with him, you know. Here's the pitch. Strike is called. Yep. Count is wrong there, so I'll just remove it. 2 outs here, man on third. Orange is up, and a big swing for strike 2. We're just gonna say it's 2-2. I don't know. I don't know what the count is, but he's got 2 strikes. That I know for sure. All right, here's the pitch. Outside. Oh, that is strike 3. Okay. That's strike 3. Nice job, Kellen Dilly, to get the strike out there. Wow. Well, I'll take it. All right, Olentangy up 6-0 here. Bottom of the second. Wildcats going to try to do some damage here. Coach Perez getting upset. I did not grab a replay. And a little heated debate here if I can get it off of the replay. Heated debate between Perez and Olentangy.
Safety for ridiculous stuff.
Perez defending his players as he should. That's what good coaches do, and so. All right, up next for the Wildcats, we got number 22, Evan Forbush. I didn't grab a replay of that contact, but you can always rewind the video and take a look. I didn't get it on instant replay, but I probably got it. I wish I had gotten it. I didn't know it was happening. All right, Evan Forbush up to bat. Olentangy coach handing his balls to the ump. After Forbush, it's going to be Cash Ivy. Forbush looking to make some damage here, bottom of the second, with Olentangy up 6-0. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. One and 0 pitch. Ball 2. The windup and the pitch. Oh, he held up, and ball 3. It's too high. 3-0 pitch here. Pitcher steps off the mound. Forbush steps out of the box. He steps back in the box. Pitcher set. Winds up, throw. Forbush cranks it in the outfield here, left side. And it's caught by their left fielder for the first out.
Game. Game. There's a ball right here by the fence line.
All right, Cash Ivy next one up with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. Good cut for Cash. Up next is Gabe Harm. Here's the windup, the pitch. Inside. Ball 1, 1-1 is the count. One and one with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. Here's the pitch. It's up over everybody's head, and it's going to be ball 3. Nobody was on base to run, so pass ball does not matter. All right, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. We got a full count here. Cash Ivy protecting now. Here's the pitch. Contact, it's popped up left side. Left fielder is going to grab it for the second out of the inning. All right, Gabe Harm up to bat, number 7. I believe he's playing right field. He's got 2 outs. He's looking to turn the tide here. That was not a ball, but okay, or not a strike, but okay. Oh, and 1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Up over his head for strike 2. Oh, no, ball 2, ball 1, 1-1. 1-1's the count with 2 outs. Gabe Harm up to bat. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2 called. That was strike 3 called. It looked a little outside, but I don't know. Actually, I grabbed a replay of that questionable call. Let's take a look at it again. Here it is. Here's the pitch. What do you think? That was called a strike. Let's take a look at it again. That's a strike. All right, Wildcats take the field, top of the 3rd inning here. Dilly comes back to the mound. Looks like everybody's back in their positions. Robbie Troll at first base. Gabe in right field. Stessner in center field. Brendan Cruz in left field. Cash Ivy catching. Evan Forbush playing third. Grayson Schmitzer playing shortstop. El Sass at second. Who did I miss? I think I got everybody. All right, here we go. Top of the 3rd. No first batter. Olentangy up 6-0. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Second pitch is called a strike. Well, that looked like the other questionable call, so at least maybe he's a little consistent here. Here we go. Here's the pitch. It's inside. It's going to be ball 2-1. Here's the pitch, contact made up the middle. Great stop by Grayson Schmitzer, and he's going to get it to first, but not in time. But that was still an incredible play. He's going to get a single on that one. And I grabbed the replay, so let's take a look at that amazing play by Grayson Schmitzer. There he is, the diving catch, gets it, gets set, throws it. I mean, it was a great baseball play right there. You'd love to see that. All right, we got a man on first now. They throw it back to check him at first base, and he is back in time. And then we got some kids jumping on the stands. I'll turn off my field mic here for a second. Here's the pitch, runner in motion. Short throw to second base is just off the mark. A good attempt there by the Wildcats, but not in time. So a stolen base. We got a man on second with no outs. I do not know what the count is. Let me know if that was called strike or ball. All right. Here's the pitch. Outside ball. Here's the pitch. Strike is called. Man in motion on second. He's going to throw it to third base. He stops it down, but not in time. Strike is called. So I think it's 2-2 now. Runner advances to third base with no outs. Here's the pitch. Contact left side. Forbush gets it, throws it to first base, and he's in time for the first out, but they do get the runner at home. Good job by Evan Forbush to get that out. They're going to score a run, so it's now 7-0 with one out, top of the third, and nobody on. Here's the pitch, outside, ball one. Contact made, right side. It's up in the air, and it's going to be foul. 1-1 count. Dilly with the pitch. High, ball two, 2-1 is the count. Pitch, contact made, and it's going to be fouled back. Right onto the football field. 2-2 count. Dilly has the upper hand here. One out. Here's the pitch. Contact, right side, right field. Going back and caught by Gabe Harm. And what a play that was by Gabe Harm to get the second out. On the run, by the way, he turned his hips nicely, running back. That's not an easy ball to grab, and he's going to get the second out there. We'll take a look at that replay after this inning. All right, we got two outs. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt, ball one. Strike is called, 1-1 count here with two outs, top of the third. Ball outside, 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Contact made, right back to our pitcher. He's going to take his time and get it to first base for the third out. All right, Wildcats did a pretty good job there. Let's take a look at that play by Gabe Harm out in the outfield, that nice grab. Here it is. Ball is hit on the right side. You can see him right behind that pole. And he gets by there, and a nice grab by Gabe Harm to get that second out of the inning. And let's advance the inning. We're at the bottom of the third, and the Wildcats are now up to bat. First one up looks like it's going to be Brendan Cruz. It's his first time up today. We're still on the first go around in the batting order. We also have Anderson Elsass and Robbie Troll who need to be batting as well. Oh, maybe Robbie's first. I don't know. Who's going up first here? We got all three of those guys up here. Brendan, Robbie, and Anderson. If they're standing in order, it's going to be Elsass. Oh, no, Brendan Cruz is going up to bat. He's going to be our 7th batter. Brendan batting left-handed here. Bottom of the third, 7-0. Here's the pitch. Outside strike. Must have hit the corner there. Here's the pitch. Inside strike. 0-2 is the count for Brendan Cruz. Here's the pitch. Outside, strike 3. Oh, ball. 1-2 is the count. One and two. He's the first batter. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2 is the count. No outs. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing on and a miss, strike 3. All right, Robbie Troll up next. Let's see what kind of damage Robbie's going to do here. We're looking to get on base and score some runs. Robbie, he's a pretty good batter. He's going to get a hold of this thing. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Pitcher in his windup, throws. It's low, strike 2. 0-2 for Robbie. He's got to protect here. Pitcher gets his sign, gets set, winds up, throws. Outside, strike 3. Nope, I'm just kidding. Ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Pitcher in his windup, contact made, it's fouled back, and it's going to be a nice little battle here for Robbie Troll with 2 strikes against him. Turn off my field mic here again. I got kid bopping around, banging the mic around. There we go. All right, Robbie stays alive with that fouled off pitch there. Here's the pitch. Low outside in the dirt. 2-2. Robbie pumping his bat there, getting ready to slam it, and he does. And it's going to be left side and foul. Pitcher, set, wind up, pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Olentangy up 7-0. Up next is Anderson Elsass for our 9th batter. Pitch is going to be strike 1. Called. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Anderson getting ready here. Ball is thrown down in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 is the count now. Here's the pitch. Outside, strike 2. Two and 2 is the count. Got to protect now, Elsass. He's got 2 strikes on him. Anything close, he's got to foul it off. Pitcher set. Pitch is high. Full count here for Elsass. Here's the pitch. Contact made. It's up right side. The first baseman gets up, he catches it. It bops out of his glove, and then he catches it a second time for the 3rd out. So that's the end of the 3rd inning. We're headed to the top of the 4th. Olentangy up 7-0. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Don't forget, Tuesday next week, April 14th, is Davidson Baseball Spirit Night at BB Bop. 20% of sales goes back to Hilliard Davidson Baseball. Love BB Bop. And then coming up On April 18th is the Wildcat Western featuring Sean Prather, and that'll be at Nasty's Sports Bar. It's a nice fundraiser for our baseball team. Sean Prather, country music guy. He's got some other rock and roll hits as well. He plays. Western attire encouraged, but not required. So come on out for that. Dilly warming up here on the mound. Looks like everybody else stays the same. El Sass at second, Robbie Troll at first base. Grayson Schmitzer is going to be at shortstop. Third base, Evan Forbush. Stessner in center field. Left field is going to be Brendan Cruz. And right field, Gabe Harm with a nice catch there the last inning. Olentangy up 7-0. Their batter's going to come up to bat here. All right, first batter steps up the plate. He's a left-handed hitter. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch, contact, center field. Stessner could not get to it. He gets back on it, picks up the ball, throws it in to our second baseman, and that's a lead-off double there for Olentangy. Next batter up to plate. Also a left-hander. Here's the pitch. Strike is called. Time called by the home plate umpire. Batter steps out of the box. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. I didn't see him say play ball. I missed that one. Contact made left side or center field. Stessner grabs it, gets it back to second base, and he gets 2 outs there. Double play by Stessner. We'll show that replay. Stessner, this is his travel team position in center field. He's been getting some experience though at catcher. He likes it a lot, and at shortstop as well. On our travel team, he's a center fielder, a pitcher. Here's the pitch with 2 outs. It's going to be ball 1. One-0 pitch, down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch inside, and it's a ball. That's a spot that he's been calling strikes, but did not call it this time here. 3-0 with 2 outs. Here we go. Pitch, low, called strike. I'll take it. 3-1. Three and one count. Here's the pitch. Swings at it. Oh, he got a piece of it, so foul ball. Strike 2. I guess it didn't matter if he got it or not. I guess he did. He did swing and miss. I don't know. It's 2 strikes. Full count. All right, here's the pitch. And that's going to walk him. 2 outs, man on first base. The next batter comes up to bat, number 51. I need a co-host here to help me keep track of stats. If you're interested, I got another headset. Come on over. You can fill us in on all the stats. Runner going. Catcher gets it, throws it to second. He's down on it, and that should be out. Not in time. He's going to steal second. Runner going to third right away. Throw to third base. He missed it. Overthrown, and they're going to get a guy home here. 8-0, Olentangy. All right, nobody on, 2 outs, and 2 pitches were thrown. I'm not sure what the second one was. 3-0. Thank you. They got a lot of left-handed hitters here on their team. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt, and that's going to be ball 4. He walks him. Perez walking out on the field here to talk to his pitcher. Let's see if he makes a change. Ben Chalker was warming up earlier, so he's standing by the fence there waiting for instructions here. Perez. Talking it over with his team here. Looks like he's trying to pump up his team, that's all. All right, 2 outs, man on first base. Joe up to bat, number 43. Showing bunt right away. You just got to pitch right through it. That's all you got to do. Just pitch right into it, and you got to call the bunt coverage. Call the bunt coverage, and just pitch through it. Shows bunt here. Pitch through it. Runner takes off. Throw to second base is not in time. It's called a strike. Two outs. 0-1 count. Man on second base. Here's the pitch. Swung left field here. And it's pretty far out there. Brendan Cruz goes to get the ball, cut off his Schmitzer. And the batter holds up at third base. Olentangy scores another one, 9-0, Orange. And now they got a man on third. 2 outs. top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. 1-0 count here. Pitch, high, up in the air. Stessner moving back to try to get it. He didn't quite get it. And it's going to be a double here for Olentangy. They're going to get another run home. All right, Perez is coming out. Ben Chalker's going to follow him out there, so we're going to have a pitching change. Chalker coming in the game for Dilly. Well, thanks for everybody for tuning in, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Game Changer. I'm doing a simulcast here today. There's a slight delay, so if you're sitting here at the game listening to me, there's going to be a delay here. And but hopefully it's working out. I know I was having some streaming issues to Game Changer, and it was a little bit stuttery on the playback. So hopefully it'll be worked out. I'll work some kinks out of it. That's right. Mason had that double play in the outfield. Let's take a look at it. I did get a replay of that. Here's the ball. Hit to center field here. He grabs it, throws it to second. Gets a double play there. Ben Chalker looking pretty good, warming up there. Ben is a resident of my neighborhood. He lives in River Landings. That's where we live here in Hilliard. The Chalkers, every Christmas, they have a nice Christmas lights display out in front of their house. You drive by and tune your radio to their radio station, and it plays some Christmas music, and the lights flicker and stuff on their house. Kind of fun. Now Ben's gonna make their lights flicker as he strikes them out to get out of the inning here. All right, man, on second here. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Chalker on the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Nice job, Ben. Chalker gets a sign. Looks back at second. Second baseman going. Here's the throw to third. And it's in time and down, but he's safe. All right, 2 outs, man on third base. I don't know if that was a ball or a strike that was thrown. I always miss it. Well, I think it was a ball if he didn't count it. All right, pitch, and he really pulled that one to left side. It was foul ball. 1-2, I believe, is the count. Man on third base. Orange leads us 10-0. Here's the pitch. Contact. Fair ball on the third base side. He's going to get an RBI, and it's stopped down there by Brendan Cruz. They hold him at first base. Orange scores 1-11-0 now, and they've got a man on first base. All right, 2 outs. Next guy up to bat here. Ben Chalker on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Runner on first, dancing around. I bet he's going to throw back to first. Not in time, but keeps him there. Chalker gives him a look, sends it home. Swung on and a miss. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Out in the outfield, right in the gap. Stessner going to scoop it up, send it in to Grayson Schmitzer, and that's a 2-out double. Sorry, I keep muting my Nat sound mic. Don't know what the holdup is here. Waiting for a batter. Olentangy making a substitution. Most likely. All right, number 59 up to bat here. Ben Chalker pitching. 2 outs, 2 on, top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. It's a strike, but it's called a ball. 1-0 is the count. Here's the pitch, and it's going to hit him. All right, bases loaded here, top of the 4th, 2 outs. Oh. New batter, another left-hander. Chalker on the mound. We just need 1 more out to get out of this inning. Pitch is ball 1. Chalker. Swing, big swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1 is the count. Nice pitch there by Ben Chalker. Braylon Bowman is stretching out his arm here in the bullpen. Chalker with the pitch. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Ball in play here, right side. Second baseman's going to get it to first base for the third out. Good play there by Anderson Elsas to get that third out. They get out of a bases loaded jam here, but the damage is done. Orange 11, Wildcats nothing. I think we're going to get a run rule in play here if the Wildcats don't score some runs. And then I will be headed off to hockey tryouts. This week it's hockey tryouts for Hilliard Hockey. My son is a hockey player, baseball player, and so we got both sports every day this week. This is our third day in a row of going from baseball to hockey. Tomorrow we'll do the same, baseball then hockey. And speaking of whisking him off to hockey, he's up to bat next. Stessner, first time up, he popped out to center field. All right, here's Stessner up to bat. Top of the order. Hits it, first pitch. It's back, and the left fielder jumps up, and he's going to grab it for the first out. All right, ball one there to Ben Chalker. Actually, that's not Ben Chalker, that's Kellen Dilly. 2 balls. Kellen Dilly is up to bat. Here's the pitch. Low, strike 1. Touch that helmet. Get that ABS system going. Here's the pitch. Outside, strike 2. Hey, you know, we say this in hockey. If they were any good, they wouldn't be umping us, right? Pitcher. Contact, and it's going to be fouled. Nice job by Kellen Dilly to battle that one. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That looked like a strike, but it's a ball. I'll take it, I guess. The balls look like strikes, and the strikes look like balls. Full count for Kellen Dilly. I mean, I'm off the plate. You know, what do I know? I'm a little bit to the left. So I'll give that ump the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. All right, here's the windup and the pitch. It's outside for strike 3. Two outs here, bottom of the 4th. Grayson Schmitzer up to bat. Grayson popped out to left field his last time up. Oh, there's the pitch, and it's almost hit Grayson. All right, no hitter going on for Olentangy. I'm hoping with we got 2 outs here. We're going to get on base here. Grayson fouls it back for strike 1. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 is called, or strike 2 rather. 1-2 is the count, 2 outs. Evan Forbush on deck. Here's the pitch, contact made. It drops and the shortstop misses it, and that's going to end the no-hitter right there. That's a win for us. We may be losing the game, but we'll take the kill of the no-hitter. A single for Grayson Schmitzer. You got to take the wins when you can. All right, Evan Forbush is up to bat, and he's ready to nail this thing over the trees, and it's going to be like The Natural, only we don't have lights. You know that movie, The Natural, where he hits the lights and they all shatter? Only we don't have light. We have a train. The train's going to pass, and he's going to nail the front of the train. The light's going to shatter. The train's going to derail, and he's going to get a home run. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Grayson was in a little bit of motion there. Here's the pitch. Contact, left side. And he's going to catch it for out number 3. All right, that's the end of the inning, and I think that's probably a run rule. 4th inning. Oh, they play 5 innings. All right, we're heading back out there for for more punishment. I mean, sorry. Chalker going to the first, or going back to the mound. Chalker back to the mound, and everyone looks like they're going back to their same spots here. No substitutions out. But hey, you know, we killed the no-hitter, Grayson Schmitzer. All right, top of the order, Ben Chalker on the mound. Another left-hander here for Olentangy. Or Olentangy, whatever you prefer.
All right, Ben, here we go.
I'm from Cleveland. My first roommate in college was from Olentangy. Hit there, right side, and a nice grab. What a play that was. What a great play by Gabe Harm. He's been doing nice work out there in right field. And let's see that replay here. Here's the pitch, swung up in the air, and Gabe is just going to snag that out of the air. And you know what? In games like this, you got to take wins when you can and appreciate good play, and that was definitely a good play. Gabe Harm. We should do a player of the game. So 1 out here. Top of the 5th. Chalker gets his sign, gets set up. Here's the pitch. Swung and a miss, strike 1. Here's the pitch. Contact made. Grayson Schmitzer at shortstop's going to throw it to first base. And it just gets by Robbie. Troll's going to run it in and stops the guy at second base. So 1 out single and advances on the throw. Man on first, or on second base. Man on second base, 1 out. New batter, he's a left-handed hitter again. They must like breed left-handed hitters in Olentangy or something. We got a lot of them. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. Chalker with the throw. It's low. It's going to be ball 2 in the dirt. Runner stays at second base. I'm going to zoom out in case we got to catch him running to third here. Chalker gets his sign, gets set, looks back, throws back to second base. Looked like he actually hit the runner. He's okay. Chalker steps on the mound, gets a sign, gets set, looks home. Here's the pitch. Strike is called. Runner on second stays there. Chalker with the pitch. It's low in the dirt. 3-1 is the count. Looked like the runner on second was shuffling a little bit. Who knows if he was going to take off or not. Chalker steps up to the mound. Gets a sign, comes set, looks back, looks forward. Pitch. Inside, strike 2. Full count here for Chalker on the mound. Here's the pitch, high, and that's going to be a walk. 1-out walk here, man on first and second base. Another batter up to the plate here. All right, here we go. Number 43 up to bat. Chalker pitching. Pitch inside, and it's a strike. 0-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Chalker threading the needle there, getting it in there. Both times he was looking. Here's the pitch, fouled off. Got ourselves a battle here. Here's the pitch. It's hit. Left side. Schmitzer dives down and just gets by him. Runner on second's going to get home. It's a 1-out single here. Man on first advances to second base, and Olentangy scores another run. All right, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Number 32 up to bat. Chalker pitching. Here's the pitch. Runners advance, strike. And the throw is to third. And it just couldn't get the tag down for a stolen base, but we'll take the strike. It's 12-0. Here's the pitch, fouled back. 0-2 is the count. Hit left side, right in the gap. And we can't find the gap, but they do. And it's going to be a 1-out triple. He's going to stay at third. And they score 2 more runs here. Clears out the bases. All right, 1 out, runner on third base. It's 14-0. Now it's 14-0. Here's the pitch. Ball. Here's the pitch. Strike called. 1-1 is the count. 1 out, top of the 5th. Contact is made, left side foul. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Contact up in the air. Second baseman's going to grab it. Now you got to throw it home. You can't delay it. And the throw ends up home, but he's going to be safe at home. So Olentangy, 15-0, but we have 2 outs now. Nobody on the base. Let's just get 1 more out. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Top of the 5th, 2 outs, 1-1 count. We're losing by a lot. Here's the pitch. Swung up in the air, left side. Brendan Cruz chasing it down, but it's going to go way over his head. And it's going to be a 2-out double here. All right, Perez is coming out. He's going to change pitchers. Braylon Bowman's going to come in. All right, here we go. Bowman, he's warmed up, so we're going to get back to it here. We are at the top of the 5th. 2 outs, man on second, and Olentangy is up 15-0. Let's just focus on individual plays, shall we? Here's the pitch. Fouled back, 0-1.
Got it? Depends on the move. Oh, 5 feet.
Bowman with the pitch and the dirt runner. He's going to go to third base. And that was ball. So 1-1 is the count here. Here's the pitch. Contact left side. Schmitzer gets it. Throw into first base, and it's way over his head. All right, that's a 2-out single, and then second base on the overthrow. All right, man on second. 2 outs. Ball 1. Here's the pitch for Bowman. It's going to be strike, 1-1. 16. 16-0. Here's the pitch for Bowman. High. Ball 2, 2-1. Pitch outside, ball 3. 3-1. Here's a pitch swung on and a miss. Strike 2. Full count here with 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Strike 3 called, and that's going to end the side. And we're going to go up to bat here. Got to score some runs to keep the game going. This is going to be the greatest comeback in history. So everyone's going to rewind the video to this moment right now, and they're going to say, this is where it started, watch the video. And can you believe that Matt Stessner called it? We scored 17 straight runs to win the game. And that guy is not only the best play-by-play and most handsomest play-by-play, he is also clairvoyant. And 17 runs here, going to score. My father-in-law says we need 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
What's the count? Is it 18-0?
16-0. So 17.
For, 7 right here.
Well, we got out of the no-hitter,
I'll settle for
so that's good. 7 runs.
that'll keep us here.
Hey, we got to get to hockey tryouts, man. Didn't I say there's 80 kids trying out for for like 45 spots here? All right, here we go. Cash Ivy is up to bat. He's our catcher. And he fly out to left field last time. Here's the pitch, and it's in left center for a base hit. Cash Ivy with the single. Sorry about that banging. I'll just turn the mic off. There we go. All right, here we go. Palmer Sykes up to bat. His first time in the game, he showed bunt, pulled back, and then a quick throw to first. And he's going to be safe there at first base. Here's the pitch. Palmer showing bunt again. He hits it foul. I think it's 1-1. Palmer at bat. Here's the pitch. Contact, fouled back behind the backstop. It's going to be strike 2. 1-2 is the count. Cash Ivy on first base in motion. Throw back to first base. Cash is going to jump down, and he's safe there on the throwback. Palmer Sykes, 1-2 count. No outs here. Bottom of the 5th, down 16-0. Pitcher gets set, throws home, ball. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. All right, 1 out. Cash Ivy on first. And up to bat now, Brendan Cruz. He had a strikeout his last time up. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. High. Ball, and Cash is going to advance to second base on the pass ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Cash makes it to second on the pass ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1, 2-1 is the count. Ivy on second base there in motion. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed, strike two. Actually, it was tipped. 2-2 is the count for Brendan Cruz. Pitcher is set. Here's the throw. It's low in the dirt. Full count for Brendan Cruz. Here's the pitch. Swung and foul ball for Brendan. Here's the pitch. Blasted to right field along the right field side, and we're going to score a run. A nice full count, 1 out double for Brendan Cruz. And Davidson is on the board. One out. I remember what I said earlier about coming back here. 17 runs, I'm telling you. Let's keep going. Pitch is outside, ball one for Robbie Troll. And if I'm wrong with my prediction, no one will ever watch this game again. So you won't know. We're going to meet at the mound. We're up 16-1, and we got to talk about it. Cash Ivy on second. Robbie Troll up to bat. Hey, you know, he's a force to be reckoned with. You got to figure out some strategy. Pitch is outside. Here's the pitch. Strike is called. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Contact up in center field. And he does a diving catch to get it. Oh, boy. Well, you got to take your hat off for that. That was a great catch there by the center fielder for Olentangy for 2 outs. And up next for the Wildcats, it's Anderson L. Sass. It would be Mason Stessner would be on deck next. Here's the pitch inside, and it's a ball. El Sass taking another ball there. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, 3-0. It was high and outside. Cash Ivy still at second base.
Cash Ivy scored. That's 15. That's Brendan.
Oh, that's Brendan Cruz. Yeah, thank you. You're right. Cash Ivy scored. Brendan Cruz, as this game is so slow, I'm forgetting what's going on. Here's the pitch. Strike is called. 3-1. Elsas. Yeah, I'm sorry. Brendan had a nice hit there on the right-hand side. Strike called. Full count here for Elsas.
Find something you like.
Here we go. The pitch. Swung and strike 3. Swinging. And that will be the end of the game. All right, thanks everybody for staying with it. Don't forget BB Bop next Tuesday, April 14th for Davidson Spirit Night. And then that Saturday after that is the Wildcat Western on April 18th at Nasty's. I appreciate you guys tuning in and staying with it. There was some good plays in there, and you know, something to build on, right? We'll look at the end of the season. We'll say, man, we've come a long way, and this is where we started from. So, good experience for us to play a good team, and that's all you can say about that. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in next time. Bye-bye.